Well, if there's one thing we know as Oilers fans, there's the right way, the wrong way, and the Oilers way. And the Oilers way almost worked tonight, but does come up a little bit short. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. The Edmonton Oilers playing the Toronto Maple Leafs on Hockey Night in Canada. A nice little 5 p.m. start for us here in the West, and unfortunately, it doesn't go too well. It started off horribly. The Edmonton Oilers were down 3-0 after the first period, thanks to goals from William Nylander, Matthew Nyes, and Bobby McMahon. Bobby McMahon had his parents in the crowd there at Rogers Place, so I guess that was a little nice moment, but not nice for Oilers fans, obviously. 2 goals on the power play for the Maple Leafs in the first, so the Oilers' penalty kill has usually helped them win hockey games. It did not help them at all tonight. The Maple Leafs end up going 2 for 2. They didn't get another power play after those 2 first-period goals, but that helped be the difference on the night. Unfortunately, the winning goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight is the one goal on Stuart Skinner that I didn't really like. I didn't have a huge problem with the 3 goals in the first period, mainly because I felt the bigger problem was very poor defensive coverage in front of Stuart Skinner. Sure, would you love to see him make some miracle saves there? Absolutely, but it was really the 4th goal on Skinner I didn't like tonight, but I did like that this Edmonton Oilers team, despite another terrible start, refused to quit tonight. They end up out shooting Toronto 48-28 and come so close to tying this hockey game on multiple opportunities in the final minutes. Evan Bouchard with a Bouch bomb at 11:27 of the second period got the Oilers back into the hockey game, making it 3-1. It was 3-1 going into the third period when Mitch Marner scores a goal 18 seconds in. Goes in 5-hole on Stuart Skinner. Like I said, that was the one goal on Skinner tonight I did not like, and it ends up being, unfortunately, the winning goal on the night. Puts Toronto up 4-1. Zach Hyman at 6:04 with his 18th makes it 4-2. Nice to see Zach Hyman get one on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then Corey Perry with goal number 10 on the year. Hats off to Corey Perry. There was a lot of people complaining about the Corey Perry contract back in the summer, but he's been a key contributor for the Edmonton Oilers this year. 10 goals in a fourth-line role. 11:33 the time of his goal from Brett Kulak and Leon Draisaitl, and it's 4-3. And then the Oilers pull Stuart Skinner in the final minutes. Leon Draisaitl scores. Well, he did score, but unfortunately, the dreaded offside at the blue line. Connor and John Klingberg both trying to cross the blue line at the same time. Unfortunately, Klingberg is a split second before him. Toronto makes the call. Goal comes back. The Oilers continue to go on the attack. Evan Bouchard hits the crossbar. The Oilers miss on a couple other really close chances. It looked like Corey Perry almost had a chance to score there in the final seconds. Joseph Woll does stop it, and it does look like time would have run out before the puck would have had a chance to cross the line anyway. It would have been extremely close, but either way, the Oilers have to settle for close, but no cigar tonight. They lose 4-3 to the Toronto Maple Leafs, so I'm not horribly upset with this loss given how the game started. I'm upset with the Oilers for another bad start, and the Toronto Maple Leafs getting a chance to go up 3-0 in this hockey game, which was, of course, ultimately the difference. The Oilers just couldn't find a way to come all the way back. Almost, but not quite, and they come up with 48 shots tonight. They were doing a lot of things right, just not off the start of the hockey game, but they refused to quit. They made it an exciting finish, so it sucks they lost. They just always seem to do that to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs definitely have the Oilers' number, and this is just another one in the belt of the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of happy fans in Rogers Place tonight, so it was a frustrating one. The Leafs sweep the season series once again over the Edmonton Oilers, so we'll see if they end up playing again in the Stanley Cup Finals. I guess would be the only way for the Oilers and Leafs to meet once again, so an all-Canadian Stanley Cup final would be exciting, but we know the Leafs have a little trouble with that first round there, despite them not having much trouble with the Edmonton Oilers in the regular season. So Yeah, guys, the Oilers did a lot of things right, just too many things wrong off the hop. Stuart Skinner, not blaming him at all for this loss. I think it was poor defensive coverage in the first period. The Oilers did not have Matthias Ekholm tonight, which was a huge factor, but the Oilers do have enough other good defensemen that they have to rally, and unfortunately, they just could not get the job done tonight. So the Toronto Maple Leafs take down the Edmonton Oilers just barely, 4-3 in regulation on this Hockey Night in Canada Saturday night. So happy fans in Toronto, disappointed fans here in Edmonton, but we move on, and hopefully the Oilers can get back on a winning track against the St. Louis Blues on Tuesday. Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg, round 2. The Oilers took round 1. Hopefully they can take round 2 as well. That's all for me for tonight, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.